Once I had cleaned up the wood from the Porch demolition site, I thought that the next day I would just come and clean up the bricks and other rocks that were lying around. But as I soon realized, it was a lot more than just a couple of stones lying around. There were actually some mortared brick pillars, and they were quite deep in the soil, but that was not all there was. Unfortunately, I had a couple of really bad surprises here that I will show in this video. By the way, I am using a part of the porch wall as a pallet under these bricks here. The pile of bricks will be lifted together with the pallet and transported away. About those old bricks, the red ones are the kind that crumble over time, and here I'm cleaning up a lot of the pieces of those red bricks. But the white bricks are quite durable, and I'm keeping them. Maybe they will be useful at some point. This pillar here was particularly deep and took me a lot of time and digging to get everything out. The first unpleasant surprise was directly next to the house's foundation. I started to clear out the bricks next to the foundation. That's when I found that there is actually a tractor or maybe even a car battery buried here. I can't even figure out why it was there. I had found one tractor battery in the porch earlier, but that was just on the ground. And here I had dug out all the bricks except for the one pillar that I started to work on. After removing the upper layers of brick, I was looking at yet another surprise. As you can probably tell by now, this is also another battery. This is much bigger than the first one, and the crazy thing was that it's just used instead of a few layers of brick under the foundation pillar of this porch. This find was really concerning to me. I don't know what's the environmental impact of keeping the batteries, and especially batteries of this size and the old kind that have all kinds of harmful chemicals inside them, in the ground for decades, I think. And especially considering that I have a well just 20 meters away from this spot. So if someone knows about the potential harm, please go ahead and comment, let me know. For now, I am a bit in shock actually from this find. This battery is huge and heavy, and this size batteries were usually used as combine batteries. Here's the result of my day's work of digging, and once again this site looks like a mess. In addition to bricks, I always find pieces of the roofing sheets in the ground in different places. These are the ones that contain asbestos, and they are also one of the reasons why I'm keeping my mask on during these works, because I never know what I stumble across. The next day I started to clear up the site, and I also invited a couple of people here with metal detectors, just to be on the safe side and to see if there is anything bigger buried here, like the batteries that I found. What they found was mostly Soviet time coins and, as expected, some nails and a few odd items I will show you later, all of them assembled together. So there was a bunch of old coins, most of them Soviet time coins, and there was even one old Swedish coin. Here's a collection of what we found, also a watch, a key, and a part of a spoon. These were the other items that we found. Some bottle caps, old aluminum tubes, a wrench and a ladle, and some items that I can't give a name to. Oh, and one really attentive inspector who is overseeing all of this work. Then I started to clean up the area, which was a small flower bed next to the porch, and it was surrounded with rocks, and as I found out, under the rocks it was lined up with plastic. I have this idea to cover the area surrounding my new well with these cobblestones, and this is where I'm taking the stones now. And this is how it looks like around the well right now. One would think that now I'm finally done with cleaning up this site. Unfortunately, it is not so, because under the layer of sand that the porch floor was covered with, there are 2 layers of tar paper that I still need to dig out at some point. Currently, I need to move on to next projects, but that cleanup is still going to be done in the future. But for now, this is it. Thank you for watching and see you next time.